What is pulse pressure? It is the difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressures. Here is the equation: systolic blood pressure minus the diastolic blood pressure. Now, what is systolic blood pressure? It is determined by the amount of blood present in the artery during contraction of the heart. When the ventricles are undergoing systole, that is contraction, blood is passing from the ventricles to the aorta, and the valves present here are open. So ventricles and the aorta act as a single chamber. So pressure here throughout will be the same. Now systolic blood pressure is determined by the amount of blood present here in the major artery when the heart is undergoing contraction. Diastolic blood pressure is determined by amount of blood present in artery when heart is at rest, that is the ventricles are undergoing diastole. So due to the fall in pressure in ventricles, the valves here will close and the connection between the major artery, that is aorta, and the ventricles will be blocked. So diastolic blood pressure is determined by the amount of blood present here in the artery when the heart is undergoing rest. Now, what are the factors that affect the pulse pressure? Number one is stroke volume. What is stroke volume? It is the blood ejected by ventricles during one cardiac cycle individually. That is one single ventricle ejecting the blood during one cardiac cycle. That amount is the stroke volume. Now, if the stroke volume is high, so obviously more blood will be ejected by the ventricles. So more blood will be present in the vessels, that is the artery. So more the blood, greater will be the pressure generated, and greater is the pressure generated, so that is systolic pressure will be higher and diastolic pressure will be lower. So obviously the difference between them, that is the pulse pressure, will be high. The second factor which affects the pulse pressure is the elasticity of aorta, that is how much the aorta can stretch. This is aorta during diastole and this is aorta during systole. Now during diastole there is less blood flowing through the artery because the heart is undergoing relaxation. So you can see less blood is flowing and there is less stretch in the aorta because less blood, so there will be less stretch in the aorta. So due to this stretch there is slight elastic energy generated in the aorta. Now you can see this pressure bar. This is the pressure which is generated due to the actual amount of blood that is flowing through the artery, and this is the elastic energy, that is some part of the energy in the blood here is converted into elastic energy which helps the aorta to stretch and allows the blood to flow. So you can see slight elastic energy is generated and 80 is the blood pressure. But during diastole, heart is undergoing contraction, so there will be greater blood flowing through the arteries. So there is a greater bulge because more blood is flowing, so it needs more space to flow. So to accommodate that much amount of blood flow, the artery will stretch. So there is greater elastic energy generated. So we can say that a greater part of energy from the blood is converted into elastic energy. Here in the pressure bar you can see there is greater elastic energy generated and greater pressure. This is because in relation there is greater blood flow during systole and compared to diastole. Now when we calculate the pulse pressure, we find it as 40 mmHg. This is the normal pulse pressure. But when there is non-compliant aorta, we were talking about compliant aorta. What is non-compliant aorta? Where aorta cannot stretch, that is aorta cannot accommodate the blood that is flowing through it. So during diastole you can see there is no elastic energy generated because aorta cannot stretch. So all the energy is the blood pressure energy. So there is high blood pressure even during diastole. Compared to systole, you can see again obviously the aorta cannot stretch because it is non-compliant. So all the energy is converted into the flowing energy and the pressure is high. And the pulse pressure when we calculate is 60 mmHg. Now when you compare the pulse pressure in compliant aorta and in non-compliant aorta, you can see that the pulse pressure increases when the aorta is non-compliant. So we can say that when aorta is less compliant, there will be less stretching in the aorta. So very little or no elastic energy will be generated, due to which there will be a higher pressure and will cause higher pulse pressure. There are certain conditions where there is a higher pulse pressure generated. Those are hyperthyroidism, where there is excess T3 and T4 production. T3 hormone causes dilation of the vessels, due to which the pressure in the arteries drops and causes a higher pulse pressure. Aortic stiffening, where aorta becomes non-compliant, it cannot stretch easily, because of which higher pulse pressure is generated. Anemia, where in general the total amount of blood in the body decreases, so less blood flowing, less pressure generated. Obstructive sleep apnea, where there is increased sympathetic tone. Now, conditions where there is a low pulse pressure generated. Aortic stenosis, where the valve becomes stenotic, it does not allow the blood to easily flow from the ventricles to the aorta. It causes decreased stroke volume, and as we have seen that if stroke volume decreases, the pulse pressure will also decrease. In cardiogenic shock also, the stroke volume decreases. Same way in cardiac tamponade 2, the stroke volume decreases.